What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel, check out the content. And with that being said, I'm gonna go right in. More bad news. More bad news for LeBron James fans. I just ran across this post and I thought it was pretty funny. This post right here, just as you can see at the top where it says that I am the greatest. Then to the left hand, the top left you see the 10 fights. Now the 10 fights represents his 10 trips, his 10 championship series that he played in, right? And then below that, you have his record, and his record is 4 wins and 6 losses, man. I just think that that people are just really just going in, and putting these kind of posts out there. And I think that this 6-4 record is significant for somebody who considers themselves the GOAT. Um, just another nail, in my opinion, just another nail in the LeBron James coffin. Um, and I just thought it was funny. That's why I just wanted to speak on that. And also, I wanted to speak on the fact that recently LeBron James did an interview, and he was on a show with what are the two brothers, Kelsey. Um, what are they called? The Kelsey brothers. One played for the Chiefs, and the other just retired from the Eagles. I forgot their names. But anyway, LeBron James was on there, and they asked LeBron James about when he had the opportunity to play in an open run with Michael Jordan. Let me see, and some of the NBA greats, right? Not just NBA greats, but some of the NBA ball players back in the day. He had the opportunity. He was 16 years old. Um, Michael Finley was there. Antoine Walker was there, and a few other people that they named. Michael Jordan was there, and so I think a lot of people giving LeBron James a uh, they giving him a hard way to go because he said that when he played against them, the NBA great NBA basketball players back in the day, he was 16. He said he was unstoppable. He said he was kind of nervous, to get out on the court. But when he got out there, he said he just wanted to go out there and show that he belonged and show he could do his thing. And then they said, "Well, how did you do?" You know, and he just said he was unstoppable out there. And so fans really going in on him because a lot of people think that he was exaggerating. Um, they said that when he had the opportunity to play, by the time he got on the court, everybody was just basically tired. Everybody was done. And then so, because those kind of runs, when you have NBA ball players, they can get pretty competitive and everybody be going at it and be going back and forth. And they don't let, young players get on the court at all until, like LeBron said, when everybody's tired and it's just about over with. And then so that's when LeBron said he got in there and he was killing. And so fans were just going at LeBron for what they think he was just exaggerating. And like some people say he's delusional if he think that, thought that he just dominated. He killed, he just went in at 16 and was just dominating those guys. But yeah, I just think that a lot of times, just like when LeBron James just crowned himself, like the greatest, that those kind of responses are always going to get people to react, and just like I said, just react. No matter who makes those statements, they're gonna get a reaction, whether you Muhammad Ali or you are Deion Sanders, right? And that's why Deion Sanders, used to always boast and brag about his ability, but only very few people can really boast and brag about it and then back it up. Most of the time, s- I don't really agree with like the boasting and the bragging and stuff like that. I think it's not a good look, but it works out for some people. Like I said, it worked out for Deion Sanders. He was one of the few people that really can boast and brag and then back it up. Who else you said? Well, like I said, Muhammad Ali. he boasted and bragged that he was the greatest and stuff like that. And he backed it up. But a lot of times when you have great ball players, great athletes, they don't they don't brag or they don't boast about, being the best or anything. Especially like you never hear Tom Brady saying that he's the greatest quarterback of all time. He always says something like um that's for the fans and the press to decide. Same thing with Michael Jordan. He never say that he was the best. Um Barry Sanders, they asked Barry Sanders who did he think was the best. And he never say he always say he don't know. Um and as a matter of fact, Barry Sanders always said that his father says that Jim Brown was the best. So, and I think it's a good look, for those guys because it's people like to see their favorite athletes. They like to see them be humble. And I think that the fans will really probably rally harder or fight harder around you if you are humble. Like a lot of people do think that Barry Sanders is like the best running back that ever lived. Even though Barry Sanders don't have a Super Bowl, a lot of people think that he's the best. And then same thing with Tom Brady. A lot of people um, think that Tom Brady is the best quarterback. Either Tom Brady, in my opinion, it's between Tom Brady and Joe Montana, right? But you don't hear either one of those guys boasting and bragging about, they just let their record and their performance speak for themselves. Same thing with Mike. Mike said, he can't say that he was the greatest because he never had an opportunity to play against everybody. So, and he just said that, he had have too much respect for the game in itself to, to appoint himself or to crown himself the greatest. And so people, like I said, fans, they just rally around stuff like that when you have somebody as great as those guys who don't really buy or who don't really participate in that narrative like I'm the greatest, I'm the GOAT, and that only works for a few people. And even the people that who are able to get away with it, like I said, Muhammad Ali and Deion Sanders, both of those guys got a lot of pushback. And some people disagree with Dion. When he said he's the greatest cornerback, some people, people disagree with him. But his performance on the field just you can't deny like what Deion Sanders did on the field. Um, you can't deny what Muhammad Ali did in the boxing ring. So it like I said though, it don't work for everybody. Everybody can't boast and brag, and appoint yourself the king. And then especially when, like your performance don't really back up what you are, what you're boasting. It really don't. It just makes you, it just makes you look unhumble and then makes your argument weak when your performance, on the court don't back up what you're telling people. It just and it makes you look like somebody who is not credible, and also somebody who is delusional, really just delusional, but more so not credible. People, they see one thing and then you're telling them something else, and that's not a good look. So that's my take on it. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.